because we've got some significant breaking news for you, and Newcastle United have rejected an official bid from Liverpool for Alexander Isak. The offer is believed to be over £100 million, but hasn't reached Newcastle's valuation of the player. Newcastle do not want to sell, and they value Isak, as we heard from Keith Downey there, at around about £150 million. We will try and get Keith Downey back for you in the next few minutes and see what he's got to say about it. But, Dan, this is significant news, isn't it? We're hearing that the offer is over £100 million. Not quite sure how much more than that, but it's obviously short of £150 million. And you sense that it's going to take something close to that for Newcastle to play ball.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we just heard from Keith there that Newcastle value Isak around £150 million. But then we also know Isak's a bit of where his mental state is as we speak, where he's obviously not joined Newcastle's pre-season trip. Of course, that's also because he's nursing an injury. But for him to be training in San Sebastian at his former club, Real Sociedad, it hasn't, maybe the perception isn't the best. And I think Isak has clearly made it clear to Newcastle that he wants to explore his options at this point of his career. 25 years old. I mean, his record at Newcastle is pretty fantastic in the Premier League. 54 goals in 86 appearances. For someone who arrived from Real Sociedad without a blistering goal-scoring record, who has really developed in the last few years, his progression has been mightily impressive. And I imagine he probably looks at the interest of Liverpool and thinks, they desperately need a number 9, not having just won the Premier League title, but that is the main gap in their squad. And if Liverpool is showing their interest as Premier League champions and potential Champions League contenders next season, you can perhaps understand why a little bit his head has turned and he may want to entertain an offer. Newcastle, though, might not be as tempted.
I mean, Tim, do you think it's a huge deal, this, isn't it? Do you think it goes as far as to say, if Liverpool get Alexander Isak, they will be red-hot favourites for the Premier League? And if Newcastle lose Alexander Isak, then that completely changes the outlook of their season as well.
Oh, Keith made the point, this has to be done soon to give them time to get someone else in. This is showing all the signs of a kind of poker where it's going to go up and up and up, and they'll probably agree on 125 million. Well, good luck to Newcastle trying to find someone, because those goals, they're hard to replace. Something they're really, really hard to replace.
Yeah, well, we heard there the options were possibly Sesko, possibly Wissa, and as you mentioned, Newcastle need to get this done quickly if he is to leave, because there might not be that many options left in terms of replacement.
Their situation at the moment isn't great. As Keith mentioned, Callum Wilson, he's out of contract. He's not an option. Who has been playing in pre-season so far? It's been 21-year-old William Masula, and that is not ideal for a club who want to push on in the Champions League next season across all competitions. We saw how difficult it was for Newcastle a few years ago managing all of these competitions. It won't get any easier if you lose someone like Isak. And we already mentioned a bit earlier on, the extra context is they've already missed out on some key targets in that number 9 position, the likes of João Pedro, Hugo Ekitike, and the likes as well.
Can I throw one more in there that they missed out on? Igor Jesus going to Nottingham Forest. We'll talk about him in a little bit, but another one that maybe they should have been quicker off the starting blocks there.
Yeah. Are you expecting Liverpool to come back in pretty quick with another offer here?
Well, what we know after selling Luis Diaz is they clearly do have the funds. After not spending last summer, after an impressive few years of their sales, they are in a very strong position to do so. They're just going to have to determine how far they're willing to meet Newcastle's evaluation.
It's the Ferguson playbook, isn't it? Spend big after you've won.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.